Hello grapplers and welcome to a new video. It's time to talk about Kobayan run at EVO Japan. Sadly, he ended up being third place, and I do say sadly with air quotes because he reached very far into a big tournament, but in order to qualify for EWC, he needed either first or second place. He got eliminated twice by Ryuki, the only person who could win against Kobayan. We're gonna take a look at several matches, several rounds from several matches in order to understand what happened. But before you ask me, because someone might ask this or might think this, Kobayan didn't do anything crazy. He just played Zangief to the core fundamentals. This is the last round, last fight with Higuchi. Interesting jump-ins by Kobayan. No fear. That is sadly the throw you don't want to get, but sometimes it happens because you're holding down back. He's doing this for the corner carry. Nice standing medium kick. And that's it. Clean. And you'll see that he didn't do health stab. Why? Because you have more frames and more time to confirm a light into OD Lariat and then super level 3 compared to a health stab which has to be more or less immediate because you need to know if the jumping medium kick connected, so you have to go for it. With this at least you have a little bit of a buffer in order to go into super level 3, and this super level 3 will do under, I believe, under 4k, but at this point anything will beat Higuchi. Nothing crazy over here. Maybe the weirdest thing he did was the driver's crouching medium kick, and that on hit allows to go into standing light kick. The next fight is against Akira. Nice. Akira was doing this very often. If you're playing against a Shoryuken character, a DP character, it is possible they're gonna go for it if they are 0, -1 to -3. You have to respect a little because you don't know what kind of craziness is in that head. Super low 1, you'll see that due to that mistake, Akira is now in burnout, and this is gonna be a clear win. This is a moment where a lot of Zangief players tend to go for the eyes. Zangief DI is very short in terms of range. Also, from lights, people can jump. Zangief doesn't have a long medium that can cancel into anything, nor headbutt, which is the only heavy that cancels. It has good range, but not enough. However, Akira didn't expect this. Now, what's gonna be the combo here? Because Kobayan has 1 and 90% of dry meter, 2 super meters, you can technically go for a combo into super level 2 and safe jump, or you can go wild and reset, but the reset has to be done after a significant amount of damage. So in this case, if you want to win using a reset into SPD, for example, you might need to do a neutral headbutt, and that plus 8, use it for a reset into SPD heavy in order to actually get the W. Instead, he went for this. From here, you can go into super level 1 to keep the Oki going, which is fine. Yeah, great idea. Drive rush, and here you're gonna be pretty plus, you can do a lot of things. He was very respectful, just a standing light kick in case he woke up with the eye. And this is the final fight, final round of that set between Akira and Kobayan. You'll see that he didn't lariat there because at this point you're kind of worried. You never know when Kami wants to go for a dive kick, so you have to respect a little. Technically, and I do say very technically, health stab stops every single dive kick, but you have to react very early. You also recover in like 20 something frames, so if you wave a health stab, you're gonna get punish countered. Nice, beautiful confirmation. And you can kill with super level 2. Ooh, he thought that was a counter hit or a punish counter. He just went for it. If he had used a light here, that would have been a combo. And this is it. W. Scream it! Say it! I won! Yeah! Another final round, final fight, but this time between Momochi and Kobayan. Momochi went for Ed. It's still, even with the nerfs Ed received, it is still a pretty bad matchup for Zangief. Yeah, you have to respect all of those snatchers. Standing medium kick, nice SPD. I think that was medium SPD. Sweep. This is dangerous, by the way. Don't try to abuse this in a real fight, or at least do it once or twice, but not more than that, because they can wake up with the eye and beat that sweep. Or just block it, because that sweep is not technically that safe. Still -9. Nice backdash. I don't know what Momoi was pressing here, because this is not real. That backdash, even if it's super meaty, Zangief is not that close to go for a crouching medium punch. So I'm gonna assume Momoi wanted to jump back. Nice jump, spine buster, Oki here. And look at this beauty. From a crouching light punch to standing light punch. He just confirmed. Very fast. You need to use super, yeah, level 1 to kill. Technically, you do more damage here if you go for a standing heavy kick, super low 1. That is the most optimal thing you can do if you have super low 1 here. He didn't risk it, because sometimes you can whiff it. So he went for the guaranteed damage, and it was enough. We're gonna take a look at how he got eliminated. The only thing you require with a very rush down heavy character like Ken is to just either get a crouching medium kick and take him to the corner, or get a standing heavy punch and same thing. You just need a combo, take Zangief into the corner, and then the Zangief player needs to guess for his life during every single interaction. Even if you are super level 3. Stick. That sweep, beautiful standing medium kick, and that was interrupted with standing light kick. And that could have been confirmed, which is crazy. This is one of the biggest issues in this matchup. Ken almost always can punish Zangief's sweep with the standing heavy kick, and you know what this means. Corner carry. Yes for life. Yes. Keep guessing, baby. That was a really risky tech. And now, since they're in the middle of the arena, the middle of the stage, Ryuki doesn't want to do anything crazy, so he's just buffering drive rush after a crouching medium punch or standing heavy punches. Sometimes Zangief players, in this instance, go for a standing light kick drive rush, which is pretty common, and try to reset into SPD or something, just to get some damage going. And while that is not necessarily a bad thing, the difference between the health of both players is very significant. Even with SPD, remember, you lose your Oki after SPD, or I should say the Oki is limited. So even if you land a heavy SPD, Ryuki is still gonna have like 30-35% health. And with Ken with full everything. Full drive from full mirror. Ooh, the classic. Jump forwards, you have not really a good answer here besides delaying your OD lariat or go for a perfect parry. And he jumped back again. Crouching medium kick, crouching medium kick. Look at this pressure. Insane. Nice drive standing medium punch. You see that Kobayan is blocking low very often because any crouching medium kick can take the W. Crouching medium kick, do it! Crouching medium kick! Crouching medium kicks are an issue in this game. I hope this is one of the fixes for the new season, because this is not really fun to watch nor fun to play. If you take out the crouching medium kick, Ken has a lot of really good buttons, so Kobayan doesn't have necessarily a conversion. If you do get the standing medium punch, you can get into the target combo if you get a punish counter, a counter hit, or a drive rush, but that is still risky. And if you're not in the corner or close to the corner, you have no Oki. He doesn't have a really fast heavy that is cancelable. Health stab is 7 frames and with really short range. Headbutt is 14. If you have under 50% health, it's very hard for Zangief to do a comeback. Basically, you need 1 SPD and 1 super level 3, ideally CA. I know I'm pointing out Ken for this example, but that could have happened with all the other characters. Ed can do the same thing against Zangief, Kami, and also Kyle. Now that he's sponsored, I believe this is a proper sponsored, he's gonna start going to a lot of tournaments, and I'm very excited. If you really liked this video, please subscribe, hydrate, keep playing grapplers, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.